Top of the morning, my creatives. It's your girl Tina, and welcome back to the channel, family, for another video of creativity and style. Today we are going to make, from start to finish, 15 minutes or under. We're going to create an artist trading card. We're going to turn a tag that we find in every one of our 12 by 12 paper pads. They have a sheet or two of tag cutouts or journaling spots. We're going to take a tag today from one of those sheets, and we're going to create an ATC. Can somebody tell him thank you? Let's get it. 15 minutes or less. All right, today this is the ATC we're going to create using a tag from one of my cutout sheets in my 12 by 12 paper pad. Let's look at our ingredients. We're going to be using these red and white snow poinsettias. I love them. Such warm vintage feel. We're going to be using this wreath die by Anna Griffin. This is from her door die collection. We'll be using those. Here's our tag from the cutout that we'll be using. And once again, we're going to bag this tag with a sheet of Tim Holtz metallic cardstock. That's what it's called. And then I'm using a piece of Cheez-It box for our backer. And then we have this piece that came out of the center of the wreath die. All right, let's dive in. 15 minutes or less. Can we do it? Absolutely. I want to show you how you can have fun and create all at the same time with 15 minutes or less. All you need is some adhesive. You need to get you something to cut with. And then the last thing you need to do is have a few embellishments on deck. And you can create an ATC 15 minutes or less. All I'm doing is trimming this down. I already just cut it simply out the tag sheet. And so now I'm cutting it down to size. Remember, an ATC is nothing but a 2 by 2.5 by 3.5 tiny small piece of art. And so we're going to take this tag and we're going to create an ATC. This tag is smaller than 2.5 by 3.5, but because we want it to be an ATC, we're going to take it to the size that it needs to be. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to mat our base with the first layer. Again, you can use light chipboard. I use anything to make ATCs. I love creating with cereal boxes. They make the best tags, the best ATCs. And this is like a form of a cereal box. It's just a Cheez-It. Where the little Cheez-Its come in at, you can get them at the Dollar Tree all day long for $1. Now, I think you get 3 packs of little small snack size Cheez-Its. And then you keep the box, so you get double for your $1. All right, so I'm going to make sure that this is even. Now, remember, somebody is saying if this tag is not a 2 by 3, 2.5 by 3, then how can it be considered a ATC? Because we're going to put it on this base. And that's where we're going to come up with the 2.5 by 3. All right, we see we cooking with grease. We're going to cut this little white trim off. All right, I'm finna adhere this layer. This is a very, very simple ATC, but it packs a beautiful, elegant punch. I love it. All right, you're gonna lay this down. And right now, what you're focusing, don't focus up there, focus on the sides and the bottom. You want to lay that evenly in there because we're going to actually trim the top off because we're making an ATC tag. Okay, love it. All right, so here we go. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to let's cut and trim. All right, we're going to trim this off, and I'm using my trimmer here. And it's all about this little groove and this little white section right here. You don't want to go over that. So now this is a kind of odd cut. So you can't cut from the end. You're going to lay this ATC down. And this groove right here, this cut is going to rest along this line. And this is the cutting line. So if you rest this part along here, it's going to give you this much of a border. And you just want to make it even. Okay? So you want to try to eyeball it. There's no wrong or right, because we know art is in the eye of the beholder, right? Okay, so I'm going to lay that down tight. And then I'm just going to cut. That's one side. This is what we have. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the opposite side. All right, here we go. Now all we worried about is the top. We're going to do the same thing for the top. We don't have as much to cut. We're just going to trim it down. I think it's perfect. All right, here we go. We laying this down. Now we have our cut. This is 3.5 by 2.5. All right. And somebody said, well, I want to see. So now you see it's at 4. But if we was to trim this from here to here, we would get from this end to this end, it would be 3.5 by 2.5. Trust me, y'all. Okay. All right, here we go. We are going to lay down this wreath. Very simple. You can do these with your eyes closed and make beautiful, beautiful ATCs. You could put this on a gift. You could send this with a gift card attached to the back. You could just send this with your own little message written on the back. Fit in a regular envelope, no extra postage, and you'll be good to go. We're going to pick one of these little sweet little poinsettias here. Got the little snow effect. That's what I love about them. Oh, I need them glasses. I like using glitter during holiday time. But I have to be careful. Whew. Okay, here we go. We're going to sit this in here. All right. Let that sit and set. Oh, I love it. The last thing we're going to do, you all, use all parts of your die cuts. This came out the center of the wreath die cut. So all we're going to do is adhere this onto here. I wanted to cover up the little white dot. I love the way that turned out. All right, you all, you got an ATC transformed from a tag, from your cutout sheet on your paper pad, and you did it in 15 minutes or less. Can somebody tell me what they think about these sweet little angels right here? All right. It's no secret what you can do with just a little bit of adhesive, some scissors or a trimmer, and get you an embellishment. And this is what you come up with. Till next time, you all, wash those hands every 15 minutes, hot water and soap. Please stay blessed. Respect the rights and privileges of other people. Please wear your mask. I want to get that message out, and I want to help push that. If you're going out, please wear your mask. As always, keep creating, and I'll see you, family, on the next video. Love y'all.